Is anyone here? Is
Yes.
anyone here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see here. I got to upgrade in my apron. Check it out. Sam really collected all the pins from Next Level. If you don't know about Next Level, it's coming up in August. Check it out.
See, you're live. I hear you somewhere.
I am live.
Is that in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark's on the computer
You're
too.
live from the hallway.
Yeah, he's about 10 seconds behind.
Okay, well, just so you know, you are getting a lot of comments already.
What about what? About the apron?
First of all, they are loving the apron, and yes, it is from me. So
oh, you took it off me? What the heck?
That's right. All right.
I thought it was the main event here,
You ready to
Sam.
spin again?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. If Jay is here, look, Jay, I could do a twirl. Look at that. But there's nothing to see in the back.
Okay, so good news. Yeah, Betsy says she loves the pins.
Look at that. It's crazy.
And then Alexis and Kendra said they see theirs. So I'm really glad I made you go put my apron on instead of the one you had on before.
There it is. There it is. There you go, girls.
Read you 5x5. Coleman twins can hear us. Our favorite twins from Mississippi.
Awesome.
Sheila says, hi, John.
Hello. Hey, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're super excited about today. If you guys haven't heard, we are going to be releasing 3 new Laserette products. And unfortunately, Danny couldn't be here today. He had his kids had a game tonight. So once in a blue moon, it rains in Arizona, and that was today in the afternoon. And his game got delayed, so he had to go and go to his kid's game later today. So he's going to be missing the live, which means we get to be here and a host instead of Danny. So hopefully he'll be back next week because Mark and I are going to be partying in Vegas for the next 2 weeks.
I
Just
knew
kidding.
it.
We're going to be working.
No,
we're
you're
working
not.
a lot. Yeah, unfortunately we are. We never go to Vegas to party. Ask the people we were just in Vegas with. So it's a lot of work.
I'm pretty sure I saw you guys partying.
We did not party. I'm pretty sure I saw you guys partying.
False.
Just so you guys know, this is how my team works. We were at dinner. They're like, we're tired. We're going to go. Next thing you know, at 2 a.m., they're walking in, and they partied without us.
First of all, it wasn't 2 a.m. It was closer to like 11.
Sure.
It wasn't even midnight.
Okay. So
and what were you doing?
Huh?
What were you doing?
I was working. I was working.
Working on a cigar.
Yeah. Well, that is part of work. So anyways, we're super excited. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to be using our Laserette. Yes.
You're getting some big questions already.
Big questions.
Sheila said, cut the small talk. Where is the leatherette jewelry tray?
Oh, the jewelry tray. Oh, Sheila. I'm going to leave that. I'll leave it to Sam to answer that question. So she could disappoint you instead of me.
Wow.
So the jewelry tray, it is currently being made. And so we're going to have that as a launch live a little bit later on. So if you saw the jewelry tray at APA, we made it bigger. There's some holes in it. It's pretty wicked, and we're pretty excited about it. So it's going to be not today, but another day that we're going to show that. So what else you got?
You got multiple people saying that they knew what you were doing in Vegas.
Oh,
Perry Design Tulsa said I was witness.
Wow.
And then
wow, Perry.
Someone else said you were entertaining a 9-year-old.
Okay, all right, all right, that's good. I was. Jay was there, and we were having a blast. I don't really drink, so Vegas is not my scene. But here and there, a stogie is something that somehow just falls in my fingers. So if you're in Vegas and you see me, you might see me with a cigar. But other than that, I'm pretty much first grade over here. Yeah.
Yeah, one homie in the crowd. Don said, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas."
Yeah, not much happens with John in Vegas, so it's all good. and if Perry's there, if Josh was there, he'll tell you. Not much happened. Yeah.
And Sheila's offering to help you have fun with hiding the alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate everyone being on the live. We're planning to make this a real fun live. So there's gonna be a lot of people you're gonna be seeing today. You're gonna obviously Sam. You're gonna see Sam today. You're gonna see me. I'm going to have Mark come on here in a bit. After that, we have some guests for you guys. So this is going to be a locked and loaded, packed live. I want you guys to be really ready with your questions. So today's live is all about Laserette. It's been a while since we've done a Laserette live, and I really want you guys to stump us And I really, whoop, whoop, I really want to make sure that you guys come in with some hard-hitting questions, because that's what we're here for. When we're going live, it is live, like it's not pre-recorded. So, you know, you guys are more than welcome to ask us the questions that you guys want. We're gonna do the best job here. I'm gonna get Mark on pretty soon, and I would love for Mark and I to kind of get up here and talk about the products, because we literally went to China and we redeveloped leatherette, right? We remanufactured leatherette, and from what people really say is it's just the same leatherette. It's actually not true. It's actually completely different. So we actually had to fight to make this happen, and we did it. And that's, if you've used Laserette, which is the MakerFlo's reconstructed leatherette, you guys will be able to see the difference there. So today we're launching 3 more products within the Laserette line, and we're sort of going to be talking about it. Mark and I are, and then Sam is going to get on with her posse, and then she's going to be taking the Laserette new products, and they're going to be taking it, you know, for a tour. So they're gonna customize it. They're gonna answer further questions about it. Do some comparison from, you know, competition to what we have. That way you guys can really get an idea of what this Laserette is. So what I'm super excited about is that we get to showcase these new products. And I think if a lot of you guys are waiting for, you know, some Easter, some promo things, Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day gifts, and if you're here on the live, I would love for you guys to stay and see what the big difference is. It's huge. And it's not only big in a way that it's a new product, but what we're excited about is how this is going to further your brand. And let's say if you're at home and you're trying to grow your brand, this is the kind of product mix that really helps you grow. So one thing that a lot of folks don't know about us is that Mark and I started in the garage, right? We started in Mark's garage. We grew it from his garage to his extra computer or office room. From there, it went to his living room, his kitchen, his other room, and the only room we left alone was his master bedroom. Even his kitchen got taken over. So what I want you guys to understand is when we started that out of college, since then, you know, Mark and I had an Etsy store, and we've done close to $15 million on our Etsy store. Yeah, you heard that right. We've done $15 million on that Etsy store. And so when we build these products, we're not just building them out of a catalog. We're not just building them just to build them or just to sell them or just to resell them. No. We go to China to make sure we're building the right products so you grow from, let's say, a hobbyist or from a crafter, or let's say just from a very small business. And if you have aspirations to go to the next level, that's what we're building it for. Or let's say if you just like to gift them, then there's just a beautiful product that you can gift where the recipient can go, wow, this was really thought through, and they really appreciate what you get. So all these things, you know, Mark and I have really gone through it, everything from the downturn to COVID, and we really have used all our experience from the past to really come up with these products and product lines. So we're always super passionate about these product releases because we go to China and we make them ourselves. I've actually made majority of our products by hand, including stitching, gluing, die cutting, and even picking the material. Mark and I have done that. There's videos of it, and you know we're going to be putting more of that out there. So in the live, we're super again excited to show you guys. But before I get Mark on here and we start talking about the products, Sam, yes. Do we have any questions?
A lot of people are excited to see the new stuff. People are also excited to see their pins on you. So again, you're welcome for letting me use my apron. And then I just wanted to kind of take a poll to see who's most excited about what. And I got wallets, keychain, I'm in the garage, coaster bottle opener, wallets, and keychain. And then people are asking if we're going to be at any events east of the Mississippi.
East of the Mississippi. So as far as east of the Mississippi goes, unfortunately, not anytime soon. We will be west of the Mississippi in Texas for Next Level Maker Conference. So if you're going to be coming to the Next Level Maker Conference, you know, please do come. It's a great conference. You know, it's hosted by Mark and Will, who are amazing people. And, you know, majority of the influencers in our industry really come to that conference. If you are in your garage, if you have aspirations to grow, it's a great conference to come to. There's a lot of learnings that happen, and you can really take a lot away from it. Yes, Sam.
So Sheila's asking a great question. She wants to know, is all the leatherette products made of the same leatherette? So I don't think she knows this new term that we're using here. So maybe if you want to explain Laserette and kind of what's going on there.
Absolutely. Cool. So that's a great start and a great transition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Mark up real quick because it's really not fair if I talk about this myself. Mark and I both our hands are in this, and we really do our best to kind of do this together as much as we can to put our brains together. So the reason I'm calling Mark up is because Laserette was actually
scared.
No, because Laserette was actually, here's Mark. If you don't know Mark and I started MakerFlo like 6 years ago or something like that. We've known each other since middle school, so it's been a while, and we've probably gone through hell and back, and came back and went back to hell and came back. So
that's right.
Yeah, so it's been quite the journey. But so let's get with the question. So Mark, what is the difference between leatherette and Laserette?
So Laserette, I think the mic's good there, but there's a few differences with the difference in the Laserette. One is going to be the material that we use. It's a real premium material, and it's going to have a very Italian leather-esque
help out
leather
of doing
feel.
That.
And
do the other
what's
camera.
that? Okay. Oh, a close up on that one.
Yeah.
So it's going to have a really premium Italian leather look and feel. So it's something that you've never seen
without
before.
your face, which is nice.
Now, what we've done differently on this is the way that we've proprietarily built the material is that engraving layer is a lot thicker, a lot denser than normal leatherette. So you're going to get really nice, deep contrast engraving when you engrave on the Laserette. And so these colors are not typical colors and fabrics that you've seen in leatherette. So it's definitely unique to the Laserette line. So that's the red color. These have engravings on them.
Some do, some don't.
There's the sage color. So there's 12 colors in total of the Laserette line. And you'll notice on the men's wallet, we actually only did 8 colors on that one. So we'll show you those. And then John's got some test grids and some dialing in the settings on those. There's the white one. But yeah, did I miss anything on the difference there, John?
I don't think so. I think the main thing to understand about Laserette and leatherette is, as far as our Laserette is a vegan Laserette, and you can call it a leatherette. Yeah. So that's definitely true. However, the construction of it is a lot different. Where when Johnny and when you see Ashley come on later in the live, they're going to be doing projects, and some of the projects that they've done are absolutely crazy projects because you cannot get that kind of consistency and that kind of engraving on regular leatherette. And the reason we know that is because we've done it. We've used leatherette from 10 years ago, from 12 years ago. And so we know what I call leatherette 1.0 is like, and leatherette 2.0 is totally different. So
I've got 1.0 right here.
So we have the 2 blues. Come here. Okay. Come here. Cause yeah, go ahead.
You want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So what Mark is holding up here is leatherette 1.0. So if you notice, it has that dotting, it has like that creased look. And so that's kind of leatherette 1.0, and it's like that basketball feel and basketball look. So it's not as much leathery, feel, or the buttery feel like leather should be. Now this is Laserette, and so here's Laserette. So Laserette is more of that Italian leather feel. Now some of you guys might say, hey, this is the same thing now as leatherette that's available by other competitors, and to some extent, yeah, the top side might be a little bit similar. But I am, if you have used Laserette, the underside and the construction of it is completely different. So we've gotten it to a point where we have basically all the colors with the same settings once we tested it, except for black to silver is the only one that's different. So we've gotten it that well and that consistent. Yeah, Sam.
So you're getting a lot of comments coming in. One, my mom is here. Hi, Mom. And then Betsy said that she likes that it's flexible but not thin. Loves it. Kendra and Alexa said they're obsessed with this line, and Jennifer says, "Hola, my boss."
Oh, hey Jennifer. So that's kind of the difference between Laserette and leatherette. So we don't have much time because we really want to see the product in use. So I want Sam to come up here. I want Johnny to come up here. I want Ashley to come up here, and I really want you guys to get to see what the product's all about instead of Mark and I just blabbering for forever. But before I give it off to them, I do want to talk about some key features of
Go over all 3 real quick.
all 3. So what do you want to start with?
Well, they're asking some good questions.
Okay, shoot.
First, they want to know what lasers we're going to use today. They said that they love the journals. They see a huge difference. They also want to know, is there adhesive on the back of those patches?
Okay.
And
so
hi, Veery.
So the machine we're using it's the F2 Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
It's the F2 Ultra. That's what we're going to be using here. Our folks are using the F2 regular, the xTool F1 OG. You can use a diode. You can use a CO2. you can use all those lasers. So it's not a problem at all. You can use all the kinds of lasers that you feel. What was the second question?
They were asking, is there adhesive on the back of those?
So we don't have patches yet. And the only reason we don't have patches is because we don't really like to. So what a lot of folks are used to is, folks just come in and they have like one of everything, right? And the reason why that happens is this is what Mark and I call catalog buying. And what catalog buying is, what happens is there's a factory out there and they have a catalog of products. And essentially what happens is a supplier will get the catalog and they just order whatever they have. Well, the reason why we don't have everything is because we do not do catalog buying. What does that mean? Well, the reason for that is because we reconstruct everything based on the quality that we want. So this is why we are so hell-bent in saying this is not the same quality. And the only way I can really tell you is, one, seeing Sam, Johnny, and Ashley working on the product later on, or you guys actually getting the product. It is completely different in the engraving, in the feel, in the touch, in everything. So it's super, it's very important to understand that. Now, why am I going on this tangent? Is to let you guys know that we slowly work on these products. We have perfected the Laserette how we want it. We don't have the patches yet. This does not have adhesive. However, we are testing adhesive. So it is something that is in our future. Yes, Sam.
So we are introducing 3 new products.
We are.
Can you show them the products?
No. Yes, we can. Let's do it. Let's do it.
They're dropped. They've dropped on our website a couple minutes ago.
Oh, wow. You're really going to do this?
Right?
That's what they want to know. Someone just bought 4 cases of wallets. They can't wait.
Oh my gosh. 4 cases of wallets. Jeez. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wow. This just really got unhinged. Okay. All right. So hold on. Okay. So there's multiple things. So yes, it is live. It is online. There's ultra sample packs available, which we had done last time for Laserette. So you can buy one of each wallet. You can buy one of each Motel keychain. You can buy one of each coaster. The one thing that I will tell you is the most shocking product for me out of all of these 3 were the coasters. But because I dropped them on my toes because look, where is the camera? I wear chanclas, and I dropped them on my toes. And I'm dropping pins and I hurt myself. These coasters will shock you. So anyways, let's go over it. Where do you want to start?
What product do we want to get into first?
Who wants to, what do you want to see first?
So one thing Rhonda's saying is the live. She's not seeing anything. Rhonda, refresh. It is live right now. You are commenting in a live chat. And then Ligon said, can this be hot foil embossed?
Yes. So I've never done that before, but it can't take heat if you're asking that. So if you need heat,
I've seen it.
You should be able to do it.
Some of the influencers have been doing it.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Sam confirmed. Okay.
All right. So which out of the 3 products do we have a vote going on?
Yeah.
So the one that got the most votes was the keychain.
The keychain.
Yeah.
Woo.
Y'all should have listened to Ashley.
All right. Do you want to model or do you want to talk?
Man.
Do you want to model or talk, Mark?
A little bit of both.
You want a little bit of both?
We're right here together, man.
All right. So, all right.
Both.
I'll ask you questions. You model and talk. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Number 1 question, Mark. How many colors?
There's 12 colors of these beautiful Motel diamond-shaped retro style keychains. 12 colors in them all.
All right. Don't. All right, Sam is back here like laughing at us. You're gonna tangent. What's the tangent? What? Him and his chanclas? Oh gosh. Yeah. Thank you. I love my chanclas. Okay. All right. You got 12 colors, which is every single Laserette we offer currently.
Yes.
We have it in everything. Okay. So tell me, how is it packaged? Can you just show one and how it comes packaged?
Guys, these come in cases of 12. All the Laserette products come in cases of 12. It's super easy to hit the 20% case discount because there is cases of 12. So you do have to buy all the same color. If you don't want to do cases, you can still do a build a bundle of 25 items and get 10% off. But let's dive into the packaging on the Motel keychains. All right, so I just picked out this pink one here. So they come individually packaged like this in a clear poly bag. And what we've done for you makers is we've actually separated the keychain from the keychain. And thanks to Josh Perry, Josh was one of his concerns was like, man, I'm gonna have to take off the keychains out of all these items. And we said, hey, there's got to be a better solution to that, So all you have to do is just open up the back, and you can simply, there's a white piece of paper in there that separates the Laserette keychain from the keyring, and you can just slide this out. Now, this is what you'll put in your machine. You can laser engrave this, UV print it. Very simple to build a jig around this and make them in mass production. And then you've got the keychain separately. Let me get that out and show you the keychain. What color would you say the keychain piece is?
It's like a
Gunmetal
black. It's not really black, but it's like gun smoke.
It's gunmetal black.
Gunmetal.
So it's a beautiful gunmetal metal keychain and piece. And so all you have to do is you can just simply, it has a little clasp on it right there. And so you can just take the keychain and just put the clasp in just like this, and boom, it's connected. And it has a little swivel on there too.
Yeah. So the one thing I love about the way we designed the keychain is one thing that, again, you won't be able to feel is that we actually reinforced the keychain, where, as you could see, it's very difficult.
Firm, huh?
It's very firm. And the reason we did that is because for you UV printers out there, for you people doing UV DTF or engraving, it's going to lay flat as possible. But when your customer gets it, it's firm. It's high quality, right? And the other thing is we really made sure that the keychain part of it looks super nice. It's long, so you can fit a lot of things on them. And so we really thought this through. And the last part is, well, there's two things. The one thing that I always harp on is stitching. The stitching on these, we make sure that our factory rejects anything that's not stitched nicely. Now, the stitching, I've seen what leatherette stitching looks like, and they really don't care because they try to make the cheapest product. But that is not how we do things here at MakerFlo. So the stitching here is absolutely phenomenal, and that's super important. The last part is the painted edges. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this, painted edges are very important in Laserette or leatherette products. And the reason is because it literally closes up the edges so it doesn't fray. And so all this is not required, guys. I can make this super cheap, but we refuse to make it cheap. If you guys want the cheap leatherette, I can tell you 4 places to go to get it, and that's totally fine. But we strive for a certain quality and we stick to it. And if for any reason you guys feel that's not true, feel free to message us and we'd be more than happy to talk about it. Mark does have some samples of some competition. You want to just kind of show it?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You guys only have 9 minutes left. We have 2 more products.
Okay. All right. Last thing. All right.
See the other products.
All right. So here's a little quick demo Mark's going to do of the competition on what we're talking about. So what do you want to show?
Okay. So this is obviously us, the Motel keychain, versus them. John was talking about painted edges and how we finish the edges. Let's just do a quick comparison. On the MakerFlo one, you've got hand painted edges. Like John was saying, this is done in our factory by hand. It's a very time-consuming process, but it adds durability to the product, okay? Now, if you look at just a competitor one, this keychain here has unfinished edges. Can we get a good grip on that?
You got to stay back. That's why we wanted to do the other one. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so on this one, it's not painted. It's just unfinished. And so you can see here what will happen is this will start fraying and the material will start coming apart because it's not finished with the hand painted edges. So once again, you can see how we finished ours versus a competition one. You guys clear on that?
Yeah. You want to show the stitching real quick?
Stitching on this one.
Stay back.
Stay there. Yeah. That's great.
So if you guys look, the stitching on here, if you look at the edge stitches here, you see how the stitching is right here? Yeah, this is not acceptable for us. You see the stitching on the edges here? There's actually a spacing issue with the stitching. And the reason is because they do the cheapest stitching possible. So if you look at our stitching, it's a lot different. Now, you might not think it's a big deal, but when your recipient gets it, it makes a massive difference on how the product looks. And look how evenly the stitching is and how well the stitching is done. So as you can see, this is just a keychain. And you might be like, it's just a keychain, but there's a lot of thought that goes behind it. While Mark is unloading the other thing, I do want to share one more thing. Mark, get the next product. Let's do the coaster. So if you guys look, you actually get this white paper in there. And there's a couple of reasons for the white paper. The white paper is actually there to separate the keychain from the keychain, the metal part. But the other reason we put this...
Keep it over there, Mark. I'm going to show that
camera.
The
other reason we have this is so you can brand it. And if you don't want to brand it, you can actually make a hole and make it into a hang tab. So there is a dual purpose for that. So just keep that in mind if you're getting the keychains. Awesome. So we're going to go to the next product and we're going to go to the other camera so it's a little bit easier to see. And I think Mark has a kind of a scale there too, which is going to be kind of fun to kind of use. So I'll put it right here. Zoomed in. There you go. Cool. So the next product that we want to talk about is, I'm gonna try to get this right, is going to be our magnetic coaster bottle opener.
You want to go through all the colors? I'll put it up. You tell them what it is.
Yeah. So we got silver.
Well, I'll show it on the camera.
That's holographic.
Yeah, it's holographic. It is silver. I'm not wrong. It's pearlescent. Yeah.
You are wrong.
Yeah.
Look up there.
Yeah. It's holo.
They're asking a question. You guys
Yeah.
can just kind of show all of them. I think they're familiar. But they're asking, how will the painted edges hold up over time?
Yeah. So the painted edges, it's going to hold up a lot better than if it's not painted. We haven't really done as much testing, but I have been using, let's see. I have been using my own wallet for quite some time, for like over a year, and it holds up really well. So if it's just in your pocket, or if it's just like, if you just have it on a keychain, unless it really hits something hard, it's going to hold up very well. If you don't have the painted edges, what's going to start happening is on the edges, it's going to start to peel, and then the black on the underneath is going to start to show up on competitors' products. So on ours, that's probably not going to happen for a long time unless you really drop it or do something crazy with it. Yeah.
So 2 questions, both regarding sample packs. One is saying the pricing looks weird, so I'm going to look at that right now. The other one said, will they have pricing or sample packs? So if you want to mention what's in the sample pack.
Yeah. So the sample pack, we do have sample packs, and the way the sample packs work is that we have one of each color. So there's one listing for it. So go to that one listing, and within the listing, there's sample packs for each and every product. So it might look weird, like,
oh, so that's why it shows the low price, because that's
Yeah.
the lowest sample pack
yeah,
price.
yeah. So the reason why it looks weird is because when you go to the sample pack listing, it has every sample pack.
I
So
see.
something might be like $65, maybe the keychains, but something
Yep.
else might be 200 and something, because those are a little bit more expensive. And that might be like, oh no, it should be like $175, which might be like a journal or something more expensive. So that's why you might see a wide range. But if you go to that sample pack listing, you can buy all the sample packs for all the different Laserette products we have. So just make sure you click in there, look in there, click on the sample pack you want, and you'll get the correct pricing. Awesome. Thank you for ordering the sample pack, Sheila. Thanks for everyone that's ordered so far. So Mark, what do you have?
Let's talk about some of the differences on the coaster.
Sure, go for it.
So a couple of things that we did in addition to the painted edges is we made them double-sided, guys. So you can engrave on the front side, but we also have the Laserette material on the back side. So now they're double-sided, so you could put, a customer logo on the back and personalize the front. We overbuilt these coasters. And then what I mean by overbuilt them is we made them magnetic. So I think the scale that we'll weigh these on is actually magnetic metal scale. And look at that. It's actually holding up the scale because the scale is metal. And so since they're magnetic, you guys can put these on all sorts of magnetic and metal materials, like refrigerators and whatnot. Let's go ahead, and we do have a competitor coaster here as well, which doesn't have a backside, so you can't necessarily engrave it with the material. But let's weigh this one, and when I weigh that one, it comes out to 3.3 ounces. Let's see, can we hold that? I'll show you guys. Can you guys see that? Does that show up?
Mhm.
Yeah. So 3.3 ounces on a competitor one. And let's go ahead and let's weigh the MakerFlo one. And that came out to 5.2 ounces. So almost double the weight, guys. These are, you see, there's 16 ounces in a pound.
Yeah.
So these are about a third of a pound each, right? 6, 12, 18. A little more than a third of a pound each.
Yeah.
So super heavy duty on these coasters, guys, especially compared to the competition. Also, the finished edges. As you can see, this top brown one here is unfinished, which will start fraying and deteriorating. And then the MakerFlo one has the hand-painted edge.
Yes.
And then we got someone asking about the wallets, which brings us to our next product anyway.
Cool.
They want to know if the white keychains and wallets would be able to sublimate on them. And they also want to know about the packaging for the wallets.
Yeah. So just real quick, the last thing, if you want to, these are going to be packed like this. So we kept these very simple. And the reason is because it is more of a promo item, and we didn't want to make it more expensive adding a box and stuff. So they are individually packed in poly bags, and the cases do come in 12. So just like a last comment. These are also have really nice stitching, and they have the painted edges. So if anybody was wondering, so it's still the nice quality, just like the keychain. So as we have 2 people waiting for us, we do want to move to the last product. You guys will be seeing more of these products, and that product is going to be the
wallet. I want to show it here real quick. So on the men's wallet, guys, keep in mind it comes in a gift box. This little color dot right here in the corner on the back of the box, it indicates what color product is on the inside. So this orangey color is actually for the rawhide color. So the wallets come packaged like this in the gift box. Let me open it up and show you guys. Then I'll take it over to the close-up angle. So the gift box is like this for the wallets. And when you open it up, you're going to see the beautiful wallet right there. So guys, this is it's encased in foam. The black paper box you can also customize. This is already set in foam, so it's really easy to jig these out and engrave these in your laser machine. You can simply just put the box under your machine and it's ready to go. So let's pop this guy out and let me show you the details on the wallet.
So guys, a quick question, sublimation. Laserette currently is not for sublimation, even the white one. I just wanted to put that out there. It's very important to understand that. We are working on trying to figure that one out, but you cannot sublimate any of the white products, even though they're white. The material is not suited for sublimation. Absolutely. So the men's wallet, it's the same Laserette material that we have. It has 6 pockets. So you'll see those 6 pockets, but more importantly, they're curved pockets. And the curved pockets, it's easier for us guys that have the, a little thicker finger to really get those cards out. Apart from that, there's 2 additional pockets on the inside. And these are your cash compartments. So we did make sure that was there in case you have big bills, small bills. And then the second thing is the 2 inside pockets. So you guys can put anything oddball in there. So the wallet is pretty, I think it's pretty versatile. And it's really for, every sort of anybody, so if you're wondering like if he's going to like it or not, we feel like we made the wallet so everybody would sort of be like, yeah, I would use this wallet. The cool thing is, and Mark, and that's the sage color. Mark, if you could just go through the wallet, can you bring the wallet up again and just point at the, just stay over there. Yeah. And so let's talk about the engraving area. So guys, keep in mind, we really thought about this. You can engrave the front, you can engrave the back. If you open it, you can engrave the bottom left, you can engrave the bottom right, and you can literally engrave the tops if you want above the credit card slots, if you wanted a small laser engraving. So keep in mind that these things are very important. We could have added another card slot or something else there, but we didn't, because we want to make sure that you can put some engravings on the inside, and you can engrave all these slides if you really wanted to. Folks have been going really wild with how they're engraving things. So you could even engrave the inside spine if you wanted to. These are all engravable spots because the entire thing is made out of Laserette. So the wallet is really, I think, is really gnarly. I think a $40, $50 price point is really not out of the question, especially we can engrave so many areas. You can customize the box. There's a lot you can do with it. But I think the coolest part that Mark showed me is we have actually a 32 by 18 laser bed, and he's been taking these out, opening the lid and putting like 12 of these in the laser machine without a jig and engraving them. Each box is die cut. So keep that in mind. If you put them next to each other, every single time your laser should hit the same spot. So as long as you have the box, you can measure it out, you can make a jig, and you just open the box, put it in the laser, and you're good to go. You don't have to cut out anything. So I think that's super cool. Yeah, Sam.
So my friend Viri is asking for a holographic color in the wallet.
Holographic. I think for now, well, that's a great, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So for now, we kept the wallet colors more sort of like the rawhide colors and the really like warm or darker cowboy colors.
Manly. Manly.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly like green sage is not really like as manly. It's more cowboy colors, I feel, or more like
you're wearing
rustic
sage right now.
Rustic colors. Huh?
You're wearing sage
that
right
is true.
now.
Well, but yeah, there are more rustic colors. And so we kind of went with that. We don't really have it in holographic, but that doesn't mean we might not come out with it later. So, with all these new products, we try to make sure we're introducing colors that are very popular. Now, keep in mind that these wallets, we are introducing them after the first set. So the reason why these colors are also coming out is because we know what colors have succeeded. So keep that in mind. So we're making sure that these are the colors, the 8 colors that we're selling very well. And that's really what we have come out with. So when we come out with these colors, that's why. So I would really highly recommend getting the laser pack, especially for the wallets. That way you can really see all the colors. Nice. There you go. So can you put in the second slot and show them how easy it is to pull it out? And you have
then
two cards?
We see all of the numbers on the back of your card? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, here's another card. So here's my driver's license. Don't show my driver's license.
Show it.
So you're not on camera, but if you can get on camera real quick, there you go. So here's the 2 cards. And the reason we created the curved slot is so you can put your finger in the back and you can easily remove the card in front. So that's why that curved slot is there. And it's super easy to put it in and put it out. I currently have, if you notice, I use a passport wallet, and are you putting a third one? There you go. So that's 3. And can you take out the middle one out just to show how easy it is? There you go. And believe it or not, I gave Mark mine, but I have my passport wallet and I have 3 cards and I have a 4th one. I gave the 4th card to Mark. So I put actually 4 of them. So the wallet's actually made to hold quite a few cards. And the spine is also reinforced. That way, when you pack the wallet, Mark, I don't know if you want to show your wallet packed up.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Change the camera real quick.
Okay, but we do have a guest waiting.
Okay. So this initial wallet I've had for the last 8 months. This was the initial sample in the factory. And you guys can see how much stuff I've filled in this thing. And I've kept it this way for the last 8 months, and it's held up extremely well. And so let's show you everything that I have in this guy. I've got all 3 cards on the left, all 3 cards on the right. Can you hold this real quick?
Yeah.
So inside, what I like to do is you can separate your bills. So you can keep like your bigger bills in the back pocket, and then you can keep your smaller bills in the front pocket. I've also got some business cards in here. I've got a couple plastic cards and gift cards. So I've got 3 cards there. The other stuff that I have in these other pockets, let me show you. I've got some other gift cards here. So I've got 4 more cards here. And then since I'm a guy that always loses everything, my lady got me one of these things. And I've got a big Apple tracker in here. So I've got a massive, thick Apple tracker in the wallet as well. So I always know where my stuff is at. So I've got probably a dozen different cards in here, cash, and just a whole bunch of stuff. And it's been holding up extremely well.
Awesome. So the question was, is the wallet RFID blocker? And the answer to that is absolutely 100% yes. There is actually a lining, and I've actually put the lining inside the wallet because I built them, and I know what the lining looks like. It's really cool. So it does have a RFID blocker in there, 100%. Yeah. Do you have another question?
Yes. So it is time to bring on our guest.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask that you guys step aside. At least you, Mark. I'm so sorry, but still be here in case they have questions for you. And then they're asking, will you have sell sheets for the wallets? And they're asking a restock question about the journal colors.
Yeah, the journal should be back within 2 weeks or so. They're almost here. And as far as the sell sheets go, they should, if they're not up yet, they should be pretty soon.
All right.
So you can go ahead and check. Huh?
By the way, we have a special guest joining us. Looks like we have someone named Johnny Darkness.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we'll get Sam back up here. I'm going to go back to the computer, and Sam's going to take it from here. Guys, give her hell.
Okay. It's more about Johnny, though.
Oh, really?
So go ahead. You're going to keep your microphone. Yep.
There you go.
That's still yours. I have my own.
Cool.
And then that's for you. Okay. So how's it going,
What's up,
Johnny?
everybody? How you guys doing?
Good. So, I mean, you've gotten the products. You were one of the early birds, right? You got them Saturday. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah, something like that. I've been sitting on them for a little bit. I have yet to run anything yet, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm using the same setting as your leatherette journals, which engraved absolutely beautifully. So, just going off of that, that's what we're gonna be running today.
All right. Well, let's see what you got, man. Why don't we go ahead and put one out there, and then if we could hear maybe your initial thoughts, because I know you've worked with I know this is Laserette, but you've worked with similar leatherette stuff, right?
Yes. So I wanted to speak on that a little bit. So just as a comparable, just since we're talking about your guys' journal, this is the other one that you guys sent me. This is the competitor's journal, and that you can see how that turned out. And the reason for that, the main reason for that, from a laser engraver standpoint, is the texture. That looks
so sad just knowing how good the other one looks.
Dude, I know, exactly. And all of that right there, I attribute it to the inconsistent texture of the books. As you can see, I mean, look at all those wrinkles, right? All that is going to play a humongous factor in how all this stuff engraves, which is what Mark and John were saying, and they were paying testament to how smooth and how like of an Italian feel your guys' products are. That makes such a humongous difference when you know how the laser interacts with the material, what exactly it's doing, how it's removing material, all that stuff. It's very important. And then same thing with, this is a competitor's leatherette coaster here. and you can tell the
Mhm.
color is super faded compared to what I get. This was
Oh,
actually
wow.
about 3 runs that I had to run, and you can tell there's a lot of fading going on in the middle here. So it's just really, really inconsistent stuff. But
Yeah.
especially when you go to the journals, which your guys' journals are my favorite by far, you can see that right there. Just a lot of charring. The more I try to clean it, the more it just smeared stuff. It was just horrible, dude. So not a
That's
fan of that.
crazy. Okay, that's
So
enough
yeah.
of the bad examples. Let's see a good example.
So you have my good examples. You took them for the event, remember? You guys
No,
have them over there.
I mean like what you're doing right now.
Oh, dude, check it out. Okay, so these are you guys' wallets right here. And right off the bat, look at the finish, right? It just like
Yeah.
that's what you want. You want that type of finish. It's nice, it's smooth. I did go ahead and I just kind of stacked some stuff in here because I don't know if you
Mhm.
said they come with like a little foam sheet or something in there to kind of help level it out.
No, not yet. I was wondering if
Okay,
they would, but I noticed that this, like the way that they're propped in here with the foam, it sits pretty
correct.
flat. So you can either
Yep.
leave it in here, but if you take it out like you're doing there, you will need to put something to flatten it.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So I just went ahead and I just stacked a few coasters, or actually I put your guys's your 2 leatherette coasters in here.
Okay, there
And
you
then a
go.
few and then a few like bottles over here just to kind of offset it so you can kind of see there how
So he
it's
didn't need a
sitting.
jig, he just needed some coasters. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I just needed some
That's
coasters and
so
I just
smart.
kind of stuck it in there. So
All right.
the graphic that I decided to go, I made a custom graphic. Once again on Bing. If you guys are not using Bing, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. And I went ahead and I made this graphic right here.
Okay.
Just put in some general verbiage, crazy looking skull in outer space, swallowing like Saturn or whatever I put. And that's one of the ones that popped out. So right click that, saved it, brought it into Lightburn. The work size of the wallet is more or less 3.5 by 3.5 inches. When you take into account that the graphic that I'm putting on it is a perfect square. So 3.5 by 3.5 is what we're going with. I am using my Thunderbolt. So this is a 30-watt RF machine right here. It's my workhorse. I freaking love this thing, dude. It does have the metal tube, so the detail that you're gonna get out of it is a lot finer. And I am also running the 1.5-inch lens, which is what I use specifically to run all my high detailed work. So again, that's with the Thunderbolt there.
I like it. I like it how Johnny um I like it how Johnny just like never just is gonna put a monogram on anything. I don't think I've
No,
ever
dude,
Yeah.
no.
seen him engrave anything normal. It's
Mhm.
it's always like the most crazy things, and so I'm super excited to see how this goes. And
I
and
think you're more excited about John Cam than anything.
I wanted to try the John can. That's how I started talking. Hey guys, this is what the back looks like. What's up, Johnny?
What's
So
up? What's
I
up?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so yoked about this because you're doing this live, and I feel like I think at the show people didn't believe us when we showed them your journals. Like we were like,
Mhm.
"Hey, check this out. This was actually laser engraved," and a lot of people were like, "There's no way." And so I'm really excited you're doing this live. This is either going to go amazingly well. You might mess up. I'm not really sure. We have no idea, but I know you've engraved a lot of our stuff, so I'm very
Yes.
confident in you. So go ahead and rip it because I'm
Great.
so excited to see what happens.
Awesome. So for anybody who's wondering about the settings real quick, this is it on Lightburn. Once again, all I did was import this simple JPEG file straight into Lightburn. Nothing special, no editing, no nothing. Bring it over to the settings. And again, this is all going to be specific to my Thunderbolts. So not saying that this is going to work for every machine out there, for every wattage. Everybody's going to be using different machines, different type lenses, different type vectors, all that stuff. So that's where I say it really pays to know what your machine is doing in relation to your software and all that stuff. So my speed right here, I have everything in inches per second. I'm running 15 inches per second. My max power, I'm actually going to 20,
Oh,
and I'm going to bring this down to 10. And the reason for that is that this is such fine leather that you don't need hardly any power at all. Actually, the less power you have, the better your engraving is going to come out. So I'm going to do max 20, minimum of 10, 375 for my DPI, just because it is a very detailed image. So I want to try to get as much of that in there. And then I'm always running Atkinson mode for anything that I run. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I know that I already have it sent over to my machine. And I'm using these little edge locks here just to kind of hold it down. They work great. And going to set that up there. gonna hit a quick frame.
So for anyone
Regardless.
wondering, the bottom screen you should be seeing is Johnny Darkness. It's totally different than the top screen. That's Sam doing it. So nothing that Johnny does is going to affect the top screen.
My bad.
So yeah, there goes Sam. So Sam's doing her
I'm
own
showing
thing.
off.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it includes skulls. I have no idea what it has, but yeah, Johnny, keep going.
Sweet. Give me 1 second. Trying to prop this up here.
So if you have the Ultra, that's what Sam is using. Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
Sweet. So give me one more frame. I move it just a hair to the left. Reframe it. All right. So here we go. Oh, actually.
Uh-oh.
I hadn't sent it back to the machine with the new settings, so want to make sure that I do
before
that.
you even start. Yes.
Dude, I know.
Wow. Sam just wanted to pull that on you to show how fast the
Fine.
Ultra is. So if you have the F2 Ultra, Sam already ran it. Let's see what she got. Oh, dad jokes. That's all the ones I know.
Please wait. It's loading.
So I think the coolest thing about the Laserette is that there's no cleaning required. So she literally just pulls that off, and if you really wanted to, you could give it like a wipe with Ellie Totally Awesome, or what else do you guys use, Sam?
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I think we did try. I will tell you, water won't do it, because once it starts to smudge, you need something more than water. Because I think it was actually on our friend SNA's journal. I didn't follow the rules, and I did a logo that wasn't pre-approved, and it did smudge a little bit, so I had to clean it. But yeah.
Oh, it was also on white.
It was on white, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
but this is beautiful. Like, even if you like try to smudge it,
it doesn't smudge.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I can already tell you guys that this is going to come out so sick. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, Johnny, again, there's a reason why I don't ever do black when I am trying to compete with you. Although it's my favorite color, I know better.
Dude,
yeah. So what they're talking about, guys, is black and silver is probably one of the it's silver. Anything that's underlined with silver or metallic is one of the toughest things to engrave. So this is why we haven't come out with anything else that's metallic, is because we wanted to perfect the black and silver. So if there's anyone in here, and if you're using if you've used Leatherette before, believe it or not, we've already solved the problem of blue and silver. We just haven't introduced it yet because we wanted to make sure that the black and silver, we've engraved enough of them, but we wanted to make sure that at sort of a mass production, everything was good, and it's been fantastic. And really, Johnny's proven it, because look at what he's doing. That's just absolutely mind-boggling to me for someone that has been using Leatherette for so long. I think this is incredible. Like, you guys have no idea, if you've never done Leatherette before, how difficult it is and how inconsistent silver underline is. It's very inconsistent. So
they're not supposed to see this behind the scenes stuff, John.
Yeah, I know. This is so intriguing to me. I feel like a gamer, I feel like I'm on Twitch. It's so exciting. But this is why we're so incredibly excited about the black and silver, especially Mark and I. Johnny, when did you start laser engraving? Like, is this pretty new to you, or have you been doing this forever?
I started laser engraving, I guess started really like in 2023, but I was first introduced to like the Glowforge back in 2020 during the pandemic. Got my Glowforge, some life stuff happened. It kind of just sat in the garage for like 2 years. And one day I decided to pull it out, made like a Metallica coaster. And then I was like, dude, everybody, like literally everybody was making signs or like some sort of stuff that you cut and glue together. And I was like, this is a laser engraver. Like, I want to see what this thing can do engraving wise. So that's why I've never ventured out into like cutting or anything. I've just been engraving this whole time.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal. For someone for such a short period of time, you have some incredible talent here. We have someone asking, what's the app Johnny said that he used to make the image? Can you go into
Bing?
Can you be more specific? Did you just go to Bing and search, or where'd you go on Bing?
Yeah, so let me show you real quick. So you go to, let me see here. You just go to Bing. You just sign in with an email address, your phone number, whatever it is that you want. And then you find the tab up here that says create. And then you just simply tell it what it is that you want to create. The one thing that I always tell people is be very specific with this. If you want a black background, tell it that you want a black background. Like say for myself, all I engrave is on black backgrounds for the most part. So everything I use is black background, white graphic. That way there is no guesswork as to what the lasers is going to engrave. I already know exactly what the graphic's going to do. I don't have to convert anything. There's no guesswork, nothing. Um, if you want a specific something in it, just be as detailed as you can possibly be. If you want it in 4K, specify that you want it in 4K. If you want high resolution, specify. If you're going to use it for a laser engraver, let it know that it's going to be a laser engraving file. This is probably one of the greatest tools that you can use, especially if you use it to do like somewhat original artwork or stuff like that, or just like generic font stuff. It's a really great tool.
Awesome. And just so everyone knows, we're not affiliated at all with Bing. It's just something that Johnny uses, and some of the artwork that he's gotten off of it is incredible. So it's a great resource for you to have. Look at that. That's insane. Let's see what the real engraving is coming out like.
So it just finished up, and it looks like I am going to have to probably give it another pass. It looks like it maybe lost a little bit of defocus up on the top. But I'm sure if I give it another pass, it'll clean it right up.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, well, just so you don't waste a wallet, maybe you should just. How long did that take?
That took about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's not even bad.
And that's incredible that you could take it from like an AI software to here. So guys, this is what I was talking about. We're doing this all live. There's no like a gimmick or something like that. Like and Johnny clearly in the laser engraving business. You know, if you have a laser, you know that things. You know, he was trying it for, I think your first time is the wallet. So he just needs to adjust it based on the file that was popped out of AI. So he knows the adjustments he needs to make. He's going to probably do another pass and it's going to come out clean. And I know it will work very well because I know what we've constructed. So it has a lot more give as far as the silver underlayment goes. So yeah, so while he's doing that, Johnny, if people want to follow you and if they want to kind of follow your work, because you do a lot of things, you know, you do a lot of cool things, where can they follow you?
So I'm really only on Instagram and TikTok. I'm super horrible with my social media. So dude, yes, I'm horrible. Like we've been talking about me making a Facebook since I met you guys, and it still hasn't happened. I'm mainly just on Instagram and TikTok now, both at Hello Darkness Creations.
Yeah, and Johnny has incredible background. I would highly recommend that you guys follow Johnny. He's doing fantastic work, and I'm sure. You know, in about a year or even less, he's going to be so famous, he's not going to even talk to us. So make sure you're following him.
No
see, that's the laugh. That's the laugh.
He won't talk to you, but he'll talk to me.
Yeah, that's the evil laugh. It's like, that's right. No, but all jokes apart, we got to hang out with Johnny. He's a really cool dude. We're really hoping that Johnny's going to be there at Next Level. So again, Next Level is happening in end of August. I think August 25th to the 7th or 25th to the 7th. Of August. If you're not familiar, make sure you go and check it out. And you know, if you're in that area, in the Texas area, make sure you come to the show. It's gonna be awesome. And hoping to have Johnny there, and so you guys can talk to him as well. It looks like it's cleaning up real good. The silver is looking much brighter.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say is that these products, again, the finish that you guys decided to go with, it makes them so forgiving. Where if like say like this, I was like, okay, cool. I saw that it wasn't really coming out the way I wanted. I just adjusted the parameters a little bit, maybe up the power a little bit, slowed it down, and you give it another pass, and you're ready to go again. So it's pretty cool stuff, man.
Look at how cute that is.
So Sam,
awesome.
talk a little bit about what you just did and how long it took.
Yeah, so I'm doing some really simple designs because I'm not as clever as Johnny is. And I'm not using Bing, I'm using Creative Fabrica. And I actually just found like some cute like Father's Day designs, some inspirational type quotes, that kind of stuff. I thought that was just a really cute one because honestly, like this is good for anybody. That could be good for a mom, a dad. It could just be good in general for anyone who, you know, just wants to bring a community vibe, right? You got a little animal paw, you got some little paws and a big paw. So that's pretty cool, right?
That's pretty awesome.
This guy took maybe 40 seconds.
40 seconds. And I think a lot of people
38, yeah.
38 seconds. I think a lot of people, what they're doing is they're also writing the names in the arm. So like a tattoo. So that's a cool design. So I'm glad you did that. I just wanted to give a few shout outs. Thanks for John for ordering 12 cases of Laserette keychains. That's super cool. Thanks for Nicole for ordering one of each sample sets. Really appreciate it. Guys, again, these are all included. There's one listing on MakerFlo for Laserette sample sets. When you go to that listing, you'll be able to order a sample set of every single Laserette product we have. It includes one of each colors. If for any reason it's sold out, it's probably because 1 or 2 colors are sold out. So you can also go to our singles listing and grab the colors that are available if the sample set is not available. So just keep that in mind. I'm super excited that folks are. I think if you've used Laserette, it makes it. I see a lot of people that are coming back and ordering the new products, so it's super exciting. So look, these are the cool things that you could do with Laserette. I mean, the fact that Johnny, you took an image from Bing from AI and just did this is incredible to me. And the fact that you could do in 4 to 5 minutes. Again, if you could just let us know if you were at like a fair or anything like that, what do you think you would retail this for?
For this right here, if I was making it on the spot, I would probably sell these for about 35 to 40 bucks. Just 35. For the time that just for the time that it takes, and also just the fact that people love to see custom stuff ran on the spot, and that's what you pay for really. But yeah, like $35 to $40 easy all day long. Slight discount if you're ordering like say a case of them, like 12 or something like that.
Gotcha. Well, that's fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on and showing us your skills here, because you're really outdoing us. And for someone that's been lasering and engraving myself for 10 years, I mean, this is something that I would have to really, I would really have to practice a lot. So,
John, incredible. If you want to take the Pepsi challenge, the next time we do one of these little launches, just, pick the color black. And
yeah, no, I'm not gonna listen. I've been doing this long enough that I know that 2 silver is like suicide, especially for the first time. I don't do 2 silver, anything to silver. It's difficult. It's a very tough thing to do.
I might give it another pass, honestly, but we'll see.
Cool. What if you just take that one out and you want to clean it up and see
amazing.
what it looks like? Yeah, it looks awesome. So thanks to Nicole for ordering some passport books, journals, and coasters. Super cool of you to do that. Thanks for supporting us. Let's see. Johnny's gonna clean that up. What are you using to clean it up?
I usually just use a little bit of Dawn soap with some water.
The power wash, yeah.
Oh, the power wash. Okay, gotcha.
Everybody loves the Dawn.
Awesome. Well, we'll get the big reveal here, and then I believe we have another guest waiting.
Yep.
Awesome. So let's see what the big reveal here is.
Well, so far it's a black screen.
So far it's a black screen.
Sorry, I'm cleaning it.
I'm gonna work on that.
And then Johnny pulls out a whole new wallet. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's not that cool. It did lose a tiny bit of the detail up on the top.
Wow.
That's so sick.
That looks great.
That's pretty cool. I mean, the fact that you just went and did that just like that is incredible.
And then he just takes it outside and has like a beautiful backdrop of like grass and like
there
seasons.
You go. That sunlight hits it. Yeah.
And then the shop is like, ah.
Hey, some of those boxes look familiar though. Good call, man.
Thank you.
Well, awesome.
Dude, look at those.
I really, yeah.
That looks really cool, actually.
Thanks.
I love the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should see our warehouse. It's lit up. It's like a rainbow. Basically, that I love powder coat is all
I just
rainbow.
like them mixed together. I think that looks neater.
Yeah, let's not do that. Don't tell Moose that he's gonna have a heart attack.
All right. So, Johnny, I got to thank you again, man. That was really cool. Appreciate you showing off what you can do here. For those of you, again, who don't follow Johnny, you really should. That's Hello Darkness on Instagram and occasionally on YouTube.
Occasionally
on YouTube. Facebook eventually, one of these days. I'll tell you what, the founder of Thunder Laser can bug you about a Facebook profile and you still won't make one. So
I know. I'm playing hard to get.
One day. Ashley almost took his phone from him and just made it, but it was real close. Anyways.
She should have.
Thanks again, Johnny. If you have anything else you want to plug, go right ahead and then we'll get over to our next guest.
Awesome.
Nothing to plug?
No, not really.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you're following Johnny for all the awesomeness. And thank you again, man. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Cool.
All right. Now, John, you don't know how to make him go away, do you? Let's put the John cam
Johnny,
on.
you're stuck on camera.
Let's put the John cam on.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. This is how I look clueless, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Now go right here to Johnny's face.
Oh my God. How do I kick him off?
And then you just hide him right here.
Psych.
And then you add this one here.
Oh my gosh, who's that?
Look at that.
Oh, that was so easy.
Hey.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna give a little bit of.
I like that we got to watch you the whole time that happened.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, I know. It's exciting, right?
Did he look scared, Ashley?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Oh my
what's
God.
happening now, man? What are you doing?
Oh, getting
I don't know.
fancy.
Oh, look, she's full screen now.
Oh, you made me go away.
Holy crap. I don't
Well,
know
at
what I'm
least
doing.
I got the right attire.
All right.
I'm
Well,
about to kick you out of that chair, John.
there you go. Boom. All right. There you are. Bam.
He figured it out real quick when I said we'd kick him out.
All right.
Yep.
See, guys, we're live. This is what happens.
All right, so everyone, this is Ashley from Chip Builds. If you want to introduce yourself, give us a little spin of what you do and why Laserette's so cool to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sam said, you can find me on Chip Builds across all platforms. I do apologize if I sound crazy. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. And I honestly just like to make content teaching laser owners how to make money with their laser so it doesn't sit in the box. And the Laserette line is my absolute favorite because I think it's the closest thing to Italian leather because I've worked with leather a lot in the past. And they're great price points, super easy to customize, and really easy to sell.
Awesome. And then what's been your favorite thing that's come out so far of the Laserette lineup?
These
Oh,
keychains,
really?
by far. I'm so bad
How did
at
she
this.
get the keychains?
I
Is
don't-
this the one that she stole?
I don't
No.
No?
I
I
do
think
not
you guys
steal
literally made a social
defamation.
media post about her stealing it and running away.
No, I mean, you don't know what happens behind the scenes. Those
Oh
all
my
got put
gosh.
back. This one was
I put 'em all
obviously shipped
back.
to her.
You know, we need a John Cam everywhere we go.
I don't think we do.
But yeah, so the keychain has been my favorite by far. My second favorite are the wallets,
Oh, wow.
Holy smokes. What?
right? So don't worry, this is no one's children. These are AI generated children.
Yeah,
I thought
Nobody
they were
come
your
at me.
children.
These are Mark's children that he talked about at New York Winter. And then it's really cool because you can,
Mark's children.
Oh, there you go. Inside engraving.
Hey,
Nice.
Aw.
right? So like
Mark's
something like
children.
this, easy $40 to $60, like easy, right?
Okay.
Like parents go
Yeah.
nuts for this kind of stuff. And then another personal favorite of mine, I think might be this coaster.
So how did you do that, Ashley?
By the way, I love that jig. I saw your post. That jig is
Oh
awesome.
yes, thank you. So I did make a jig that, as I drop everything, that is, it holds the
that's so
coaster and the new keychains in place. And then I just took a picture of Mark and John, and I asked ChatGPT to turn them into the Muppets. And here we are. I thought they look perfect on a coaster.
Did you use
and I
your
love-
laser buddy to do that?
Yes, I did. And so I love how these are magnetic, right? So if you open up a bottle, it's going to catch that bottle cap.
Nice.
And then again, let's show off the two different edges here. I don't know how well you
that's
can see
cool.
that,
Yeah.
right? So this is like the unfinished, and then this is the burnished and painted finished edge.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. But one of the main things I really want to push on this live is take advantage of these little swatch sample sets that MakerFlo sells. This is the small one from, I think it was only at APA, right?
Yeah, you're just showing off. You're all, look what I got.
Yeah, what can I say? Because it's gonna make a big difference. So before I committed to the $10 wallet, oh gosh, I did.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like, this is not my special skill, guys. This right
Well,
here.
you have so many.
This is not one of them, right? So I was able to do my first test. It's too dark. Then I did my second test. It was too light. So I went right in the middle to be able to get this engraved, and I think it turned out really well. And then I didn't do it on a keychain yet, but I was experimenting with doing a AI generated image from Bing also on this Laserette to see what the settings were, because I like to share my settings with you guys as much as possible. That way people aren't wasting their own materials. I would rather waste my own materials and save you guys money and time. But so I highly recommend picking up one of these swatch sets. I'm not sure how much the swatch set is. Do you know, Sam?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. John's got a computer right there.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
answer very well. But before I answer that question, because I don't know and I'm trying to look it up and talk. Okay, the swatch set is $11.65. It's currently 10% off, so it's $11.65. Actually, I actually never thought about that. That's actually a great idea. You kind of should have a swatch set handy in case you want to try the complicated, engraving before you engrave it. I actually never thought about that. I always thought about it as for like a grid testing, but you're doing some of these designs, you're engraving on it before doing it. So that's incredible.
Well, that's why I asked you here.
It's worth it. Spend the $11 or whatever it is, because we could do, our grid test, and then I chose a really complex photo to dial in my settings for the black to silver because it's such a shallow engraving thickness.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You guys are really crazy for just going after black and silver. I mean, you guys have no idea, like that's like the most difficult thing in the industry.
Well, Ashley introduced
us
to Johnny, so she can't just let him do it all by himself.
Exactly. I mean, I've been using lasers for 10 years, so I don't know if I have an unfair advantage, maybe.
See?
But yeah, but like Jasmine, that keychain looks amazing.
Jasmine said she misses you from Next Level, and she said, love the keychain, Sam. So,
oh, hey, good to see you. Well, I'm going to try to show how easy it is to put this on, and we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have nails.
You just have to be careful when you're doing testing. Like, I got a new fiber laser, so I went a little too hard.
I did that too, not on this swatch, but on a different swatch. There's so many of them here.
Yeah.
There it is.
And then I did that same.
Yeah, it happens.
I did that same complex photo on the brown color of Laserette, just to see the difference and how I needed to adjust the settings accordingly.
See, it happened to me too. See how there's other colors that shouldn't be there? Like brown, because it's the color underneath.
Yep. Yeah, so that's definitely a risk. So if you're doing this on your laser, maybe put something underneath it as well. I just put the stack on it. That way, when it blew through that first layer, it also did the second layer, and then it also did the third layer.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been smart about taking mine off of the little binder and then putting it on the tray so that it's not engraving onto my machine or other swatches.
Yeah, no, I don't think like that, apparently. But literally, like, I don't want to, harp on it too much, but like, don't sleep on these swatch sets. I don't know if you guys are going to end up carrying these smaller ones as well, but these are really perfect for doing the grids.
That's cute.
And I know, like a lot of the people that you see on MakerFlo channel, we're more than happy to give our settings. So just reach out, and I know MakerFlo has a bunch of settings on their website as well. Because like I said, right, if you're spending, are the coasters $5 or $6?
What's $5?
The coasters? How much are they?
The coasters are $4.45 for a single.
If you get
even
cheaper than I thought.
Yeah,
right.
This was all set up. I told her to say $5, and I was like $4.45. Makes me look better.
Right, because
if you're
something that's that heavy, like it's worth it as even just as a
What do you think about the weight, Ashley?
Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the weight is pretty hefty. I mean, worst comes to worst, you're in a fight, just knock them out. But yeah, if you're spending even though it's under $5, you're still spending that amount of money, and you don't want to ruin it, right? So what I messed up on is I had on the back of this one, I had used the wrong settings. I had used it from a different project, and it completely went through. So if I'd only bought one of them, right, I would have been totally screwed. So.
Well, Ash, I know we don't have a whole lot of time with you here, but while you're here, I want to pick your brain. As someone who's dealt with, what do you have, like 10 machines at your house?
Yes, some are on loan.
Okay. So out of all of the different machines that you have, which one do you think is the best for engraving on Laserette, and why?
That's really hard to ask a question like that, honestly. I'll give you my top two favorite. Number one, the Thunder Laser Bolt, which is the same one that Johnny was using. That one is just all around with the RF tube. You can get just an insane amount of detail out of it. And it just is engrave like butter, right? And you can get those really nice shadings because you can do the min power and max power on there with the shaded images. And then my second favorite, which is kind of more tied with first, is the xTool F2.
Okay.
It has just a little bit more power than the F1, but it just makes such a difference. And just how quickly and easily these items fit under there. You can batch stuff out like crazy. Like it's the perfect production workflow for it, whereas opposed to like the bolt where you have to like lift up the whole lid, pull everything out, set up your jig or whatever. Like with this jig that I designed, you just plop it in the bed and it's never going to move. So
Okay, and I know people are going to need things like that from you. So the jigs, do you have them available somewhere?
yeah, so this is going to be on my Etsy, which is Chip Builds, and this will be live later tonight.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
So we have a quick question, and maybe you guys can talk about this. I put it on the screen. Rhonda Adams is asking, I think the coaster would be supreme if it had a keychain hole as well, so it could be portable.
Who's
do you
taking
think?
this on their keys?
Yeah.
The
Well,
coaster?
don't say that because they don't know how much it weighs. It weighs a third of a pound. It's extremely heavy. It's not light.
It could be a weapon.
However,
As someone whose keys are always in my pocket, I'm gonna tell you right now, no, this does not belong in your pocket. It's too heavy.
This
It's gonna take
belongs
up the
in your
whole
keys.
pocket. This is not.
yeah, the coaster is a bit heavy, so it would be very difficult. Like it's literally like probably 10 keys put together. But what you could do is, let's say if you have a bar or a restaurant that you're servicing, then you can have them put like a rope or a chain through the hole where you right there, and they could still open a bottle and keep that next to it. If you have like a magnetic surface, obviously it'll magnetize.
Or a key ring.
Yeah. So Sam, I don't know if you want to show how heavy it is. You want to magnetize the just magnetize that thing and show them how like just magnetize it that it can hold the thing.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to. So just so you guys know how versatile it is it literally will magnetize, and she's literally trying to get it off, and it's holding the thing in the
Can I point one thing out though, since we're doing this? So this was something that I thought was an error, but I was reminded that you guys think of everything, and that was not an error. So this only is magnetic on one side. So there's a flat side like this, where you can't really see like the ridges, and then there's see how you can see the ridges on that side. So basically the flat side is the magnetic side. So like your engravings, you're going to want to put on this side. That way the other side can magnetize to your fridge, whatever have you. So yeah, this way won't work.
I did it backwards.
This way, absolutely.
And the reason is because the way it's constructed and where the magnet is placed. So it is placed towards the backside, so it magnetizes the best there. However, the cool thing is that you can engrave on both sides.
Yeah. So, okay, we only have a few more minutes with Ashley. So if you have any other parting words, and then I'd honestly kind of like to bring Mark and John back out for any last minute questions, because we just launched 3 new products, and I know you guys are excited just from the amount of orders that have been popping through on this chat. So Ash, do you have any other last words of wisdom for us?
No, just really make sure you're doing any kind of testing that you possibly can, so that you're not getting frustrated and upset, and so you're not ruining your products.
And if you're not sure, reach out, right? So send us a DM. Maybe I don't have the settings on the site yet because it gets spread a little thin sometimes, but maybe I have them, or I know someone who does. So we help you out.
We feel like we know people.
I know a few people, not as many as John, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate everybody. I really appreciate Ashley for being on. Johnny, if you're still on, thanks for being on and supporting MakerFlo. One more thing about Ashley, she's wickedly smart and
amazing.
And so she already has, I think, a YouTube video dedicated to the Laserette product. So if you go to I saw she just posted she posted it not too long ago. So she does have a YouTube video. Make sure to go check it out if you're having any problems, issues. You can always reach out to Ashley as well if you have any questions. I think she's very nice. She will be more than happy to help. And if anything, you can always message us as well. So if you don't know Ashley, she's always traveling with us to our trade shows too. So the possibility of her being at next level is very, very high, along with Johnny Darkness. So we want to really bring, the creators that support us and help us in our community, bring them out so that you guys can meet them, and then they have the opportunity to come out as well and showcase themselves. So thank you very much, Ashley. I really appreciate it, and thank you for not canceling, even though you were not feeling too well. It's really amazing.
She didn't sound this bad last night. We did a dress rehearsal. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so she pulled back at 2 o'clock from partying.
Okay. All right.
Wow,
Awesome.
11 p.m.
Thanks a lot, Ashley.
Thank you. Thanks, Ash.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So Sam, last words from you. Any other pros? Any other cons? What you're the one that's been using it the most?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna be this. It's a hot take. So these wallets are really cool, and I'm just gonna say that you don't have to be, even though they're called the men's wallet, they don't have to be just for men. As someone who's still carrying a minimalist wallet myself, you don't have to just use the wallet that they say that you're supposed to use. So anyone can use this, is what I'm going to say right now. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Had to throw that in there. Go ahead, John.
Cool.
Back to you.
Back to me.
To you.
All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys being on. Mark and I are super excited for Laserette. I mean, it's really just the beginning. It's just the starting for our Laserette product line.
You try to attack me.
We're planning to do a lot more with our Laserette. Just to kind of for anyone joining late, there are a couple of things that I do want to talk about. So make sure if you're ordering the sample packs, which again is going to be one listing, it's going to be 10% off. So we don't usually do 10% off until you order 25 singles, but for sample packs, we have it at 10% off. There's going to be one listing for lasers, for Laserette. You'll go to that one listing. Every single product will have a sample pack within that listing. So make sure you're going to that listing. The second thing, which again, I didn't even think about this, that Ashley was saying, is always have one of these with you, because if you have complex engravings that you need to do, you can always try it on here instead of losing a $10 product, $5 product. And if you need to do it multiple times or on multiple different materials, you can test it on here before you do it. It's only $11. These are huge. So if you notice, Mark, what are these, 6x6s, 5x5s? 6x6. 6x6s. So you can make little squares and stuff. You can do so many engravings on one, so you could save the actual product. Yeah, Sam.
So I've got someone on TikTok asking, are they non-adhesive available? So I think they think that those are adhesive.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, these sample packs are just for you guys to try. We have not come out with sheets or patches yet. So this is simply to try the product. We're going to probably come out with sheets and patches, or just sheets, later on. And if we do come out with them, there's a 99% chance that they will be adhesive, but tacky as well. So that's one thing that I can't say. And what that means is that you'll basically be able to peel and stick and peel it off again and stick it off again, center the things properly before you actually press it and heat press it. So, but that's in the future. These are really just for you guys to play around with, so you can get your settings right. And kind of what Ashley was engraving, you can just play around with different engravings to get it right. So make sure you grab a sample pack for sure. Make sure you grab the sample packs, which is one of each color of every single product. There'll be one listing. And then the big advantage that I really want to talk to you guys about is you can order our Laserette products as singles. That's going to be full price. But the real savings comes when you start ordering by build a bundle, which if you just order 25 more of any product on MakerFlo, you get 10% off. Then the next level is buying it by a case. So, and the cases aren't really that crazy. So if you buy like a case of keychains, it's only 12 of them, and you get 20% off. If you buy a case of tumblers, it's 25. But in terms of Laserette, it's just 12 packs. So really what I would recommend is getting at least a case of Laserette products. However, if you want to get multiple colors and you want to save the most, there is an option that's called build a palette, right? And build a palette is a wicked option. So currently we have 6 different Laserette products out. Okay. And so let's say that you go in and you get 4 to 5 of each color of the product. If you just buy 25 cases, you actually end up getting 28% off the singles price. And that's the maximum discount you can get. So we already have had orders just from the live for 10 cases. I think for like somebody ordered like 12 cases. All you would have to do is double your order and you get another a pretty significant percentage off. And that's going to be your maximum savings. If you go to the listing right above the singles price, you'll see right below it, it says buy the case and buy bulk. So you could see the unit price that you would get if you would buy it bulk versus case versus single. Yeah, Sam, do you have a question?
Yeah, so someone was asking, actually our friend Karen from Karen Sinful Creations, she says, is it the same material for all the Laserettes?
Yes, that's a great question. So all our Laserette products, so, you know, with the 3 that we just introduced, our journal, our luggage tag, and our passport wallet, they're all the same Laserette product. So once you get the settings right on one, they're going to be the same for all the colors across the product line. So if, for example, the holographic setting for the luggage tag, if you get it on the luggage tag, the holographic setting for all of them are the same. The only thing you have to watch out for is, like, for example, the wallet, it curves towards the edge because we embroidered it. And so sometimes you just have to make sure you're leveled properly if it's not coming out right. That's the only thing you really have to watch out. The same goes for the passport wallet, because at the edges, it is embroidered. So it kind of curves down. So if you're going to the edge, you just might have to adjust the Z a little bit. Yeah, Sam.
I was going to call out that Karen's absolutely been crushing it with the other Laserette items. So
Awesome.
I know that as soon as she gets these new ones in,
Thank you,
she
Karen.
already has her settings nailed down for the F1. So if you need F1 settings, that's Karen right there.
We need the F1 setting. So Karen, reach out.
She has her settings because I sent her Jesse's screenshots of his grid array test.
Oh, nice, nice. So guys, grid arrays are like so important. Make sure that you have a grid array of all of these. And I will say that we've used the CO2 laser. And we have gotten the settings to the point where every single one of these need one setting except for the black to silver. So we only have 2 settings that we use, but that's after doing testing. What I would recommend is test your setting on the white first. Do a grid test on your white. Whatever white shows up, use it on every other color there is, and it should work, because white is one of the most difficult ones to do. And the last thing you want to do is black on silver. And so that should really how it should work. You should be able to get it within 2 settings for every single one of these colors. What else we got, Sam?
So people are really loving my apron, by the way.
It's mine now.
Nope, it's not. You can't take it with you. But they want you to model it so they can see if they see their pins. That's Jasmine Irrazuri.
Cool. Well, we're going to be at next level, again. And so we really get excited about the pins, and as you guys can see, we actually display all the pins we get. So if you're at next level, make sure to come by and dress one of our aprons here so we can wear it for the live. So I can show you guys the pins. What other questions do we have?
So Josh is on here, and Josh is really awesome too. If you guys haven't seen what Josh is coming up with, it's bananas. But yeah, check him out. He said your discount equals additional profit. So pass those discount forward, capitalize on this great business opportunity. And then Jeanette had said earlier that she loved the apron. And I said, well, that's because it's mine. And she goes, oh, that makes sense.
So look at all these. These are all different businesses that came to Next Level Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a tradition where folks use their creativity and they make pins, and we trade the pins. So, all the businesses that come, they're making some kind of a pin, and we trade pins. So it's really cool. And it's become a thing. So everyone gets super excited at Next Level to kind of make these and sort of trade them with everybody.
And mine's extra special because it also has the pearls with purpose patch
right.
on it. So extra special. But yeah, I'm thankful for everyone who left a pin, because I didn't do anything to earn those pins. I set my apron down because I was too busy building tumblers with people.
Yeah.
And they were just all I did was I went and attached them to the apron, because otherwise they would walk away.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be doing the aprons again, most likely at Next Level. So if you're coming to Next Level, you'll get another apron so you can keep dressing them up. So we're super excited about that. But yeah, we're super excited. If you've placed an order with us, feel free to put it in the chat of what you've ordered, whether it's a sample pack, whether it's a swatch set. I think it'd be very helpful for other folks to see how other people are ordering them too. But if it was me, and if you have not done Laserette, I would highly recommend getting swatch sets, and I would highly recommend getting the sample packs if you're not sure what colors would sell. Keep in mind that we have sell sheets as well. Sell sheets will be ready. You guys can access the sell sheets. They're under MakerFlo Pro on the menu, and you can go use the sell sheets to send to potential clients. You can mock them up, and your clients can have an idea on what they look like. Yeah, Mark.
The aprons are part of the resin sale, which you can mention the resin sale, and the aprons are $5.
Okay, all right. So Mark just said that so MakerFlo, we have a resin sale going on. Basically, everything epoxy resin is pretty marked down, and so apparently the aprons are only $5. So if you need, if you're destroying your clothing, whether you're doing UV printing, whether you're doing epoxy resin, even engraving, And if you need that throwaway apron, they're only $5. So if you're ordering, you can always add a $5 apron. If you need anything resin, we have a lot of resin things from UV resin, epoxy, pressed flowers, gemstones, all kinds of stuff. If you go to the epoxy resin section of the website, you can go check out all the deals. They're marked down like, I don't know, 70, 80%. It's a huge sale that we're currently having. Yes, Sam.
You're getting a lot of good comments on TikTok. People are saying that that's great information. Good to hear. Someone did ask, can you use heat on the keychains?
Yes, you can use heat on the keychains. Yeah, if you're playing I think you've tried DTF, and UV DTF works better, right? Yeah, but HTV you can do.
You just have to be slow with the heat. Like, you don't want to go too high with the heat because they're not really built for that. So just start your way low and kind of build up.
Yeah. So, and we have used, I don't know if Mark has his. Do you have your hat, Mark? We have a hat. We can show you guys a couple of hats that we use to press with our Laserette material. So we do know that, it works really well with the hats when we press them. Yeah, Sam.
Okay, so this is a good question. Also, Joe said he just ordered a sample of wallets and keychains. Oh, and an apron. Thank you, Joe.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe.
But Tamala is asking, on coasters, why are there different colors, different prices when ordering by a case? Do you know that? Let me double check and see if that's accurate. Let's see.
I don't know. You got me there.
Potentially because it's a new product, but let's look.
We might have messed up, but it shouldn't be. All the colors should be the same price. So I'll have Mark check that as well. Mark, can you just double check the coasters to see all of them are the same? Do you know what colors are showing differently? They should all be the same as far as pricing goes.
I'm looking right now.
So Sam's looking as well. But in the meantime, you guys can kind of see here. This is the we just use.
They are.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay. So we can check that out real quick. And if anyone placed an order, and if there's a mistake, we'll obviously fix that. But here is a black to silver. So we use that to create the patch. So this was heat pressed on, so no issues at all. So you guys can check that out. And so this is kind of what it's going to look like. As I told you guys, this is constructed differently. So it is a bit thicker the way we have constructed and architectured this. And so just as it's kind of difficult to tell, but it's super thick over here. And it's really plushy. So the whole Laserette line is different. And when it comes to patches for hats, when we do come out with it, it's going to be phenomenal. Just the feel of it is just different. So we're really super excited to come out with that. But that will be later on in the year, not very soon. So we are making sure that we test everything. We are making sure that that everything is in place to make sure everything is successful and there are no issues. So that's something that Mark and I really harp on, because again, we're not catalog buying these. We're actually building these from ground up, from scratch. So which is super important to us.
Thank you guys for that call out. I am sending the information over right now.
So yeah. So as you guys can see, this is the thing with lives. Mistakes are made. So I hope everyone got a lot of information, a lot of good information. If you still have questions, let us know. We're going to still be live for a few more minutes here. But other than that, there is one thing which I don't know if we have. Do you have any of the trays, Sam?
I have one in my room and it's filled with things.
Okay. So we do have the tray. We should have gotten the tray.
I can grab it.
No, that's okay. We have the final tray. If you haven't seen the tray, I'll have Mark get it. But because you have to walk through wires. But we are going to be coming out with the trays. It's in Sam's room.
Joe wants to know if Mark can part with the hat.
If Mark can part, no. Mark he's getting it. Yeah.
If it's full of my stuff, I'd rather get it.
Okay. So we are. I'm gonna have them bring the tray. So we did do the tray.
I said I have this tray.
And the tray that I'm gonna show you, it's not the final one, but I kind of give you guys an idea on what we have done and kind of explain to you guys how we redone the tray, because I think it's pretty cool and it's pretty wicked on what we have done. So the reason we redesigned the tray and we've made it all different is because we actually use the tray, and instead of just getting what's out there, we decided that, hey, we wanted to make it different. So here's actually the tray, right? So it looks no different, right? It looks like the same thing. But let me show you guys what's going to be so very different about it. You want to go on the other camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom.
So here's the tray. Whoa. Hey, yo. And one thing that I want to call out
made for zoom
is they're going to be double walled. So if you guys notice, there's not one wall. but there's 2 walls. And the reason for that is we wanted to really go for that premium look. And so that double wall is really, it really like makes it feel super premium, super thick, right? The other thing is we actually, the funniest story is we were in the factory and I actually made one of these trays by hand. And while I was making it, I suggested a change in how the stitching is done. So this is actually stitched differently. If you guys have had trays before and you guys are kind of squeezing the tray, you will notice that in the middle, it starts to bubble. And the reason is because the pressure of the walls will make the glue come undone in the middle. And we've solved that problem as well. And literally, I suggested the change while I was stitching the tray, and the factory was like, that's a great idea. So we implemented that. So that's another big implementation we did. Another big implementation was now our tray is actually gonna have a hole right here. And the reason for the hole is gonna be, so this is on the short side. Let's see, on the short side, we're gonna actually add a hole here so you can put a charger through. So when you come home, you can have a charger go through here and you can put your phone in here. But lastly, the biggest issue that we were having was when you take your phone and you put your phone, it doesn't actually fit. The usual standard size doesn't fit here. And that's a huge problem. And it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, wow, this doesn't make any sense. And if you put it the other way, it kind of takes up most of the space in the tray. So what we did is we made the tray bigger. And the reason we made the tray bigger, which is pretty big, is it can actually fit the phone this way and it can fit the phone this way. And not only that, you'll actually now be able to add like your Apple Watch or other things within the tray. So, I mean, it was called a catch-all tray. And the funniest thing about the catch-all tray is it wasn't really catching anything. So it barely even fit a phone. So this is why we redesigned the tray. Now, the one thing with the tray that we did notice is that because we've made it so rugged that the sides of it, you do have to use, you know, two fingers to do it. So when it's new, it's a little bit difficult because it is thicker. But as you can see now, I can simply, after it gets folded, I just use one finger and I'm able to press them together. But when it's brand new, it's a little tougher. So you need two hands. But right now, as you can see, I did it very simply. So these are really beautiful. I really love these trays. We were not going to introduce them in the beginning, but with the painted edges, these are folded edges, which is more expensive. With the stitching, these are going to be absolutely fabulous, and I'm super excited to have these come by. I did put my phone in it. Yeah. So these trays are going to be much bigger, and you'll now have a charger hole in it. Yes, Sam.
Okay, so people are excited. First off, they were like, trays. Second of all, Sheila said she'll take a case of the trays in each color. Just don't tell her husband. And then Rhonda wants to know, is that aspen trees on your phone screensaver?
Oh, it's whatever Apple gave me. I'm not really sure.
Wow, not Apple.
Yeah, you think I'm not very like savvy with my phone. Like it's literally, I probably use 1% of my phone's capability. Yes, Sam.
Now, someone did ask a question about the products you just launched.
Okay.
They'd like to know price points again. Can you break those down real quick?
Yes. So the wallet, I believe, is $12.95 as a single, but at MakerFlo, we never really look at the singles price. Singles price is just it's there for the single in case you want to buy
for the regular people.
Huh?
For regular people.
For regular people, no. It's the singles price is really there if you need that one or two. But really, MakerFlo is built for businesses. It's built for wholesale. Things like that. And so the case pricing is where the best discount is, which is 20% off. So if you get a case of 12, or say it again? 10:36. Yeah, if you get a case of 12, the price is 10. I'm like, what? It's not 10:36 p.m. What are you talking about? If you get a case of 12, it's $10.36 for the wallet. So and as we were talking with Johnny, as we were talking with Ashley, the pricing that they were throwing out there, if they were there, it's like $40 to $60 depending on what you engrave, how many spots you engrave. And the engravings, depending on what you do, can take anywhere from like 30, 40 seconds to 2-3 minutes, depending on how crazy you get. So if you just do the math here, there's a lot of good return there. For the keychains, Sam engraved the keychains in, what was it, Sam, like 40 seconds, 30 seconds?
The keychain, like 10 seconds.
10 seconds. She was able to engrave a keychain for 10 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong, with the keychains are $3.95?
$2.95.
$2.95. My goodness gracious. $2.95 and $2.36 by a case of 12.
$2.13 bulk.
$2.13 if you buy by the pallet, which would be 25 cases or more. So $213 if you buy by the pallet, which is 25 cases or more. So it's nothing too crazy. If you really do like a few of these products in different colors by the case, you can easily reach it. And I think the keychains you could easily sell for like $10. I don't think it's not that far fetched. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. So like the fact that you can still get your case of like the same color Motel keychain, get a different color Motel keychain case. You just need 25 cases cumulatively.
Correct.
Whether they're the 12 or they're a different product that's a case. Once you have 25, that's when you hit that bulk pricing.
Yeah, and what I would recommend is if someone's like, well, I don't want to order that much Laserette, like just get, if you got 4 or 5 cases of the keychain, and then you can get like a case of tumblers, you can get a case of handles, you can get, you can get a case of cutting boards, and you can just literally mix and match and get to that 25 cases, and you save that extra percentage off. And it gets to basically the end all be all is you get 28% off the singles price. So it's a massive discount. So yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to give you one other tip that I've been hearing makers say a lot.
Yeah.
And it was specifically with the little tiny swatches we had.
Yeah.
But they like the swatches to give to their businesses. So for those bigger businesses that you have where you're taking them different samples and you want them to touch and you want them to feel, you can even drop off a sample set of swatches with those clients so that they have all of your colors.
Yeah, and that's a great idea. You could definitely do that. You have the mini swatch sets.
With your
However,
logo on it.
We don't have those available,
Boom.
so I see what you're doing.
Or the big one.
Yeah, or you could do the big one. Yeah,
Depends
for 12
on how
bucks,
big that client is.
Yeah, exactly. And for $12, if the client's big enough, it's totally worth it. But the last one that I haven't talked about is a coaster, and the coaster I believe is $445. It is $445 for the single.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So if you get it by the case, it's like $380 something.
$356.
$356. Wow, I'm doing terrible at this math thing. It's $356 if you buy a case of 12. So it's a really good price. And then if you buy build a pallet, which would be 25 cases of more of anything on the website, the $356 will then turn into 35 cents less, which is like $321.
Hey, look at you.
Oof, look at that. Look at that.
The numbers.
Look at that.
You just pretended like you didn't know the numbers.
I'm Rain Man. I'm the savant. And so yeah, so that gets really exciting because I think once you guys receive the coasters, I really think like they're not going to be difficult to sell for $15. And again, I started this live to let you guys know that Mark and I have been doing this for over 10 years. We've done over $15 million in sales on Etsy. So we really do know, on the retail front, what and how things will, sell. If I was honestly at a craft show, I would even push the button on the first day for 20 and do like 2 for 15. And that's how I would really sell those. And you would probably sell 2 for 15 all day if you did like a mix and match, or I would even possibly go to like 4 for 50, and that'd be $12.50 a piece. So you could do a lot of mixing and matching at craft shows too, and you can get a lot out of this. These are not taking that long to engrave, guys. It's only like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Everything so far, except for what Johnny did, which was very excessive, was over 1 minute. But if you did monograms, if you did corner engravings, if you did center engravings real small, I mean, everything's coming out to like a minute or less, which is incredible. Yes, Sam.
So I'm getting some hellos in the crowd here. So we got to pass them on. Anna just showed up. So Pierre's wife, Anna here.
Oh, welcome, Anna.
Been a longtime fan of the show.
Awesome.
She wants to know why I'm hiding behind the computer.
She's not. Just turn your camera on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There
Hi.
she is. Boom. Got a new camera. Somebody said, don't call it a John cam. It sounds weird. So,
yeah. Hi, Jocelyn. Okay, cool. Back to you. But yeah, so no, we just had a lot of people joining in. And for anyone who's just joining in right now, just so you guys know, we launched 3 new products. So if you love the Laserette and you need more, that's happening now. So we not only have the wallets, but we also have, yep.
You're making it easier for me.
I was trying
it more
to.
Difficult.
So we have the wallets, which are bifold. And then we also have the coasters, which are also right there. Yep, that's a coaster. And those are bottle openers as well. And then on top of that, we also have the Motel keychain. So those are the 3 new products that you can find on the site. Same Laserette material. So if you already have your settings dialed in, perfect. Hold on to those. And yeah, it's got that cool, fancy new hardware. So that is the keychain that you need in your life. It really is. All right, and then Jeanette's asking where Danny is. He is not here at the moment. He's being super dad, which we're used to, right? He'll be back next one, I'm sure. And what else? Any other items? Any other questions, guys?
So one thing, if you did come in late to the show, or if you want to rewatch some of the products, get into kind of understand what the products are, you can DM us on Instagram or Facebook. Just type in live launch. Sam, I don't know if you want to just put that without a space. So if you just type in live launch in your Facebook or your Instagram messenger from your phone, just type in live launch. You can rewatch Mark, and he kind of goes over the products, what we showed. It kind of goes into the USPs and things like that. It's very quick. We'll DM you the videos. You can kind of rewatch everything, see everything at your pace. That way you don't have to watch this hour live, all over again. They're very quick videos. We've created like 30-second, 40-second clips that just go over the products like that. So, and you can also save those videos. You can send it to somebody else and be like, hey, check this product out. It's very casual. Mark was literally at his desk and I was like, hey, let's just film this, without looking pretty. That way everyone kind of knows what's going on. So if you just type in live launch, just DM us on Facebook or on Messenger on Instagram, and you'll kind of go through a funnel. It'll go over how to price this. It'll show the products. And it'll kind of go over the pertinent information. So I would highly recommend doing that if you came in late, or if you want to kind of go back and review everything without going through an hour live and, obviously our shenanigans. So any last minute questions?
Yeah, so just a few things. First, they said, way to wear the product, Sam. So
yeah,
I don't know where yours is
I
at.
am. I'm wearing the $5 apron. You can't even get a foot long for that much. You can get an apron though.
So excited for the Sam Cam now. Okay. And then they're also just really excited about the new products. Someone made a really good idea about cutting the swatches into 4s. That way you have plenty to show your customers. So even making your own little mini swatch set out of that. And if you're deciding, I only want to carry these colors, make your own custom swatch set, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're really excited about that. For anyone else who is just tuning into this live a little bit late, don't worry. These are also rebroadcasted right after, so you can watch the whole thing over and over and over again. Don't you worry.
Yeah, because who doesn't want more of John, right? And my shenanigans.
They want Sam Cam.
Yeah. Well, you can get Sam Cam or Mark can be in your DMs if you just type live launch in Facebook or Instagram. So you get any three of us.
We should have an aggressive campaign. It's like either Sam, Danny, John, or Mark, and that decides what comes into your DM.
Yeah, who's more okay, we could do that. Let's see who's more popular. Yeah. But awesome, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you get your orders in. Laserette has been very popular. One thing I do want to say, as parting words for Laserette as a whole, since we have launched the product, which has only been like a couple of months, it hasn't been very long, but it has, and I really want you guys to understand this, is that we launched this product. We went to China. Mark and I got our hands into it. We got our hands dirty. Mark and I have both glued, stitched, die cut. We've sweated it out in the factories themselves, right? And we've made this product, and we made sure to not make it cheap. I want you guys to really know that. We really went there. We know how to make it cheap. We know how to make the keychains for 50 cents, but we have to really cut a lot of corners, and we're not about that, right? We wanted to make sure we came out with a product that truly spoke to, you guys can expand your brand. You can make your brand bigger. It really flows through as a premium product. And we're really not trying to compete with anybody. We're just trying to be in a whole different stadium. And we really want you to understand that we've created this so you do not price these. Do not price these products like you would price the others, because there's a world of difference. So if you're sick of the saturated products, if you're sick of fighting towards the bottom, welcome to MakerFlo and welcome to Laserette, because this is where we stand above and beyond anywhere else, because Mark and I put a lot of work into building these products. And like I've said before, we've been there, we've done that. We started in the garage. We built an Etsy store. We've done POD. We've done, everything from promo to wholesale to working with Vegas casinos to Facebook to Toyota. We've done it all. And we're building these products because we know the sweet spot. We know that if you get this product, and if you just are at a craft show and talk about the product, it will sell itself. You guys don't have to do anything crazy. Just hand somebody the product and they're going to be like, wow. And we're trying to take as much of that sales out of it, so you do not have to take that 50-cent keychain and stand there trying to sell it for $5. What we want is for you to take this wallet or this keychain, or we want you to take this coaster, just hand it to somebody and say, just look at the finishing, look at the stitching. It's $15, and just let that do the work. And that's really what our goal is, to take the guesswork really out of it. So make sure you're getting those sample packs. Make sure you're getting the swatches so you could test your engravings out and just let the product do the work. I would love for you guys to really trust that MakerFlo has your back, and we're building those products correctly. We're building them for you, for your business, for you to thrive, for you to do wholesale, for you to grow. That's what Mark and I's goal is really taking all that stress out for you and the product to do work for itself. So yeah.
So I don't want to ignore TikTok because we're getting some comments there too.
Sure.
TikTok is specifically asking, where are the rest of the wallet colors? They would love a holographic wallet and they would love a pink wallet.
Yeah. So we introduced the wallet line. I want to say that we went back to the data that we had, and it becomes very difficult, with the amount of SKUs. So you guys have to imagine, even in your warehouse, like if I had 10 products and 12 colors, and if you went to buy one of each, that's 120 different products, right? So essentially what we did was initially we started out with a wide range of colors, and we're making sure that based on the sales, the reason why the wallet colors are what they are is because that's what's been popular. So if you buy the sample set and if you go and say, hey, what color, like the number one question is, what color do I buy? There's 12 colors.
Mm-hmm.
What do I buy, right? Well, I'm telling you, it's the 8 colors because that's what has been selling like crazy, right? And so we want to make sure that we're strategically moving forward, that we're just not, haphazardly introducing whatever and anything. We do want to keep going with the wallets, right? And so we might come out with a different style of wallet that caters to a different crowd, and maybe in that we come out with different colors, right? But we know that the pink and the holographic in that was not as popular, and so we didn't come out with it. We went with more of sort of the cowboy, the warm, the rugged colors, which those were really popular, and so that's what we started with. But that doesn't mean it can't change later on. We're just following the data, and I'm just letting you know, like with the wallets, those are the colors that we know that are going to be hot because of the data we have. So there's a lot to it. We're just not randomly doing things. Like I said, we just don't go on the catalog and order whatever's available. We actually do our due diligence, and that's how we come out with products.
So the answer is you didn't know that they wanted those colors, and now that you know.
Yeah. Is that the Madero girls? That's not that.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was my friend Viri earlier, and now it's Kane Crafts in TikTok.
Gotcha,
so this was from multiple people. That's why I brought it up again.
Gotcha. And guys, one thing that I would recommend, there's more than Mark and I that are making decisions for products. If we ever have a survey, make sure you're filling out the survey. You have no idea how you guys actually shape the kind of products we make. We are always doing surveys. Make sure you get on that
survey. Take every survey.
Huh?
Take every survey.
Yeah, I would take every survey. It makes a huge difference. And the people there are multiple people making decisions on colors, on what new products, what next products to come out. So if we ever do that, make sure you make yourself known. We actually go through it. I think the last survey we sent out, which was for the $250 gift card, we had over 375 surveys that got taken. And so, I mean, we're still sifting through that data, but we do use data to make our decisions. It's not, and I tell this to people all the time, just for your business, it's not you. It doesn't matter what you like, right? It's the same thing for Mark and I. It doesn't matter what we like. If I don't like something, the question is, why don't we have pink? Well, it's not because Mark and I wouldn't use it. It's because that's what the data said, right? And that's how we make decisions. So that's the whole reasoning behind it. It's all driven by data and surveys and feedback and things like that. So Tamala, thank you for the sample. You ordered a sample wallet and a case of coasters and keychains. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.
She ordered a sample of all the samples.
She ordered a sample of all the samples. That is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, we are very passionate about Laserette. So super excited for you guys to get the products. Yes, Sam.
I have one more thing that I would like to say personally from the SamCam. We're getting a lot of compliments and thank yous from everybody. And I just want you guys to know that thank you, because we wouldn't be able to do platforms like this. We wouldn't be here talking for over an hour and a half with, the intent of just showing you something new and something cool. So we, as much as you appreciate us, we appreciate you even more. And you guys give us the opportunity to do this. So thank you from me.
And by the way, who said that it could be called SamCam? It's the John Cam. I'm sorry.
They got really excited when I said SamCam. You know how like when they said don't say John Cam,
whatever.
They were like SamCam.
I know it's John Cam.
I can't post it in Instagram, or I can try it on let me try it in Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, so we would so Sam's gonna try to post a survey. Grab the link as fast as you can. I would love for you guys to give it take the survey. Please. Oh, there we go. So here's the survey. Make sure you grab that link, save it for later. It is a bit of a long survey, so you won't open it and this is, believe me, it might take you 20 minutes to do the survey. It literally took us 3 weeks to build the survey.
So for anybody who the link isn't working for, like
Yeah.
who can't click it, it's on your screen right now. So take a screenshot, type that out. It's not long. So if you really want to take the survey, you absolutely can.
Yeah, absolutely. And the $250 gift card, we haven't pulled a name out of the hat. So if you take the survey, you'll still be in the winning for the $250 gift card. So we would love for you guys to grab the survey and take the survey and help us out to make decisions for the future of MakerFlo products. And again, guys, as we're wrapping up here, if you want to see any of the new products again in your DMs, make sure you go and message us on Instagram or Facebook and just type live launch. That's live launch. Doesn't matter if it's upper or lowercase, just do not put a space in between. So live launch, just DM us and Mark will be in your DMs. He'll be answering all your questions on the new products. And all the videos are super short. They're like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds max. And you get to see all the products. Yes, Sam?
You got more people excited to see their pins from Next Level. People loving my necklace, which is available on the MakerFlo site. I'm just saying the black colors are all still there.
I actually, that's a great, so the pins, yeah, we're the pins have been hot. And the pins, if you're not familiar, is from Next Level. So we do save these. I think a lot of people think that we throw in a box and they get tossed.
No, this hangs on my door.
Yeah,
it hangs.
Yeah, and there's actually another apron with more pins. Mark, do you mind getting the other apron? So we do bring these pins back and we save these. So
when you say another apron with more pins, you mean another apron with pins but less pins?
Yeah, but with more pins than what I'm wearing. So this is another apron, and this is the leftover pins that we have. And there's other aprons with pins on it. So you guys can kind of see what cool things people make.
And they said, nah, Sam Cam all day.
Wow. The one person that said that. So look at that one. That was so cool, the Texas one. Where's my finger? There it is. There it is. How cool is that? So a lot of people make some really cool aprons. So awesome. Any other last minute questions?
People are excited that they still have a chance on that survey. Sheila said she took it. It's a little long, but it's very thorough.
Yes.
And then they're really excited to take a survey.
Cool. And then what Sam, you were talking about is the jewelry. Guys, if you guys have not seen the jewelry, again, I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying this again and again. We're not catalog buyers. This is a new jewelry on the market in our industry. It's been awesome and wicked. We have re-engineered it. It's one giant thick piece of wood in the middle. It's an exotic wood, 304 stainless steel. It's been wildly popular. I think a lot of people are having success with it because it's not as available. Just like the stainless steel jewelry is available in so many different places. And I think the most popular thing about the jewelry has also been the Laserette pouch. We have this flex frame pouch that it comes with. And I think folks have been having a ton of success with it. So if you do decide that, let's say you're going to hit that 12, 13, 14 cases, this is a great time to go to the jewelry because it itself has 3 different colors and I think 7 different shapes with 21 options. So if you just grab 12 packs of, a few jewelry pieces, some Laserette, you can easily reach that 25 cases and get that 28% off singles price, which would be advantageous to you guys, especially with Easter, with baptisms, with all that coming up and graduation. The jewelry could be absolutely a wicked product for your business. Yeah.
Okay, so more questions. Someone's asking about a sample set for the jewelry, but they're asking for it to not have certain items. So like the cross, for instance, if you're not like super religious, but we don't have one with like a build, like a mix and match kind of sample set. So it's just the one that has one of everything, but you can always build your own bundle.
Yeah.
So,
and I was just about to say that. So if you guys want to build your own bundle, what I would recommend is we have the build a bundle, and we've changed the build a bundle where you just have to add it to cart. So all you have to do is add 25 units of the single. So basically when you go on a listing, you just said add to cart and it should say single. So let's say if you like the Laserette and the jewelry, I would just get like 7, 8 of the jewelry that you want, get like, 20 of the Laserette items you want, or maybe you want to try some tumblers, just get singles, get it to 25 singles or more, and you'll automatically get that 10% off. So I would just build your own sample set. The only thing with build a bundle is you have to get 25 singles, whereas a sample set that includes one of each is going to be less than 25. But it's just a matter of adding a few more items. So I would just go look. And guys, honestly, we have so many unique products. I would really peruse through and make sure you find it. Like our Maker Twist system tumblers. If you haven't seen those, we're going to be probably going live with those soon. I would highly recommend getting our handles and our tumblers, especially if you do full wrap engraving. So that's another great product to go and test. Yeah, Sam.
So they also said hashtag SamCam forever.
Oh,
so I just needed that to be in the records. And then someone was asking, how long do they have for the survey? Like, when does it get drawn?
We are probably going to pick something by the end of this month. So we're trying to make sure that we get to 500 responses. Yeah, with 500 responses, and we are reading through all the responses. I think we're almost close to 400. So we're looking for 100 more responses. And the reason is because we want our sample size to be big. We want it to be big enough. In statistics, 20 is big enough, but it's not for us because you know, if one influencer or one person posts about it, it could be skewed. So we really try to shoot for 500 responses. So that way we have the most accurate data, and the data is not skewed. So we're very analytical and data-driven people. So we'd love for you to take the survey. Yeah, Sam.
I'm just laughing that you have an apron on an apron. I just noticed.
I know. I'm aproned up. Look at all these pins. It's fantastic.
But honestly, that's about it. I think we've answered everyone's questions and then some. This has been a 2-hour-long live, so thank you everyone who has stayed, and if you stayed the whole time.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for holding on with our shenanigans. We had a great time. We always do, especially when the lives are for an hour and a half and we're here for 2. So that really goes to show we really enjoyed it. Thanks for everyone that has supported us. Thanks for all the kind words, and thanks for coining the John Cam. I really appreciate that. I will be making the sign later on this week, so you can put it up behind you. No, but honestly, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I hope you guys got your answers. If you have any other questions, please ask us. Again, if you want to see the products again, if you want to see it quickly, you guys can either rewatch this live on YouTube. It'll be there soon enough. You do have to sift through a lot of data to get to the points. But if you really just want to get to the point, DM us on Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Just put live launch without a space, and there'll be a bunch of videos that you guys can go through, and you can go at your own pace, and Mark will be there explaining the products to you. Yeah.
I lied. I have one more thing. A Sweet Bean Candle just got here, so sorry they're late. You cannot sublimate, but you can absolutely use UV DTF. Yes.
The Laserette material is not for sublimation. It's not because of the heat tolerance, but it's because the material is just not for sublimation. So we are working on that.
They love SamCam.
They love SamCam. Of course they would support you.
All right. Well, thank you guys, everybody. We really appreciate you, and have a great night.
See you guys.